Hi guys, Flexpipe 101, Esteban here, and let's talk about the HJ-13, the HJ-23, and the HJ-7. So basically, they're all relatively similar to each other in the sense that we call these spacer joints. It's one of the new updates, so I want to show you guys how to draw them. If you want to see in which scenario to use them, you could always check out flexpipeinc.com, search for the HJ-13, HJ-23, or the HJ-7, and you're going to have all the information needed to see how these can be used. Okay, for today we want to emphasize drawing them. All right, so let's look at this wireframe here, and what we need to understand is the dimension between the two lines that we want to join together. Okay, so my first line here, I'm going to do a tape to do a guideline here, and I'm going to go ahead and go down 1 3/8. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and dimension this here so we can keep an eye on that right there. 1 3/8. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and create my next line. One end to the other. And now we have the two that I want to join in the middle here, midpoint to midpoint, with an HJ-13. So let's generate this and see what it looks like. All right. There we go. Okay, so we see that we have the HJ-13 up here at 1 3/8. So it's very important that we remember 1 3/8, guys. Okay, I'll repeat it a million times. I just want you to remember it. So next thing is the HJ-23. All right, so same principle. We're going to draw a line from end to end, and with the tape I'm going to draw a guideline down at 1 3/4. Okay, 1 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and do the same, dimension this so we can see that it's 1 3/4, and again this is how we're going to draw the HJ-23. So from one end to the other, you now have this available. Okay, and the same thing we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and look for the midpoint, connect it with the top, and now we're going to generate this, and we're going to see what this looks like now. Okay, so the first thing I need to mention here, guys, is that the first thing that appears is an HJ-19. So this is the joint that we used to use that we were using in the past. It's just that we have discontinued it. But if you still have some in your stock, in your inventory, then feel free to draw using the creator and incorporating it into your structure as well. So if you still have them around, don't just leave them there. Make sure that you use them, all right? The nice thing is that you can still draw with them, so no stress there. But we want to show you the HJ-23, so all we have to do is click on the one that we already have. So let's re-click on that and look for the toggle alternative. And this is what we're replacing the HJ-19 with. So this is the HJ-23, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so the only thing that's changed is that it's fixed on one and one spins. So you can still use it for your hinge doors, your drop leaf tables. It's just that this is the one that we're going to continue to use from now on. Okay, guys? But like I said, if you still have the HJ-19, you can still draw in the creator using it as well. Okay? And last but not least, we're going to draw the HJ-7 now. Okay? Let's go ahead and get rid of this. The HJ-7 is going to join pipes that are perpendicular to each other. So what we need to remember there is 1 9/16. So I'm going to draw a guideline from here, and I'm going to position it at 1 9/16. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and grab, actually what I want to do now is I'm going to grab this line here, and I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to copy this line and I'm going to bring it up. I know that this is at 1 9/16 now. So what I want to do is position it somewhere along here so that we can show you how to use that. All right, so I'm going to grab it and I'm just going to move it over, but I'm going to make a copy, because if I just move this together, it's going to distort my structure, and I don't want to do that. What I want to do is just make a copy of it, and let's put it, let's just say 6 inches. So we move it over 6 inches, and I can get rid of this because this was just more of my guideline, right? I needed to create the space and also to have a line to move to where I need to place it now. Okay, now that it's in place, I know that I can connect from here to the bottom edge. Okay, so we're going to connect the one side, and we're going to also connect it on the other side. So I can bring it over, make a copy, or again, I can just go ahead and draw it from one end to the other, all right? And the difference between this and the old way is that in the past we had to do an extra step. Now it's just a matter of connecting from one to the other end. So it's a little bit simpler now, okay guys? And let's go ahead and generate. And there we go, okay? So let's bring back the rest of our structure. And that's it. So that's the HJ-7. If you wanted to, you can click on that and you can switch it for the HJ-7A, I believe. There we go. So two different options for that particular one, depending on what you would like to do with the structure. Okay, so again, flexpipeinc.com, and then you can see all the different examples of how to utilize all the three different spacer joints that we showed you how to draw today. Okay guys, so subscribe, like, comment, all of the above, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.